首先要带大家关注的是，中华民国前总统马英九卸任之后首度访美，在圣母大学亚洲领袖论坛上，针对台湾在亚洲与世界的新角色来做专题演讲，内容不只讲述他担任总统8年的政绩，很多看法也能够帮助台湾来因应川普胜选之后2017年新一轮的美中台关系。我们就来看东森新闻独家全程播出。
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. 大家午安。It is a great honor for me, as a former president of the Republic of China, Taiwan, to be here at the University of Notre Dame, an outstanding Catholic institution of higher education. This is my first time here, but my early life had a lot to do with the Catholic Church in Taiwan. My parents were from Hunan province in China and went to Taiwan in 1948. But my father went back to the Chinese mainland in 1949 to get my grandmother and two sisters out to Hong Kong before it was too late to flee the Civil War. My pregnant mother joined them in Hong Kong in 1950, and I was born there shortly thereafter. In 1951, my family moved to Taiwan. A friend of mine from Hong Kong told me that, in business terms, he said, you were made in Taiwan, delivered in Hong Kong, and re-exported to Taiwan. At the time, Taiwan was a small, war-born island that had just been returned to the Republic of China in 1945 after 50 years as a Japanese colony. My grandmother, a former Buddhist, and my four sisters and I were all baptized in the 1950s by Father Remy van Hyften, a Belgian priest at Xi Yuanlu Catholic Church in Taipei City. In my childhood, my family and I received many goodies from the church. So we were very grateful to the Catholic Church and to Father Van Hyften. 3 years ago, I had the rare opportunity to attend the inaugural ceremony of Pope Francis in the Vatican. The Republic of China has had diplomatic ties with the Holy See for 70 years, but up to then, no president from ROC has ever visited the Holy See. So I was thrilled to be the first one. Before I went, I asked around whether His Holiness spoke English, but no one knows, curiously. And my wife and I arrived at the Rome airport in March 2013. Even the protocol officer from the Vatican did not know whether His Holiness spoke English. So after the inaugural ceremony, all the head of state from more than 30 countries lined up to congratulate the new Pope in person. I asked a Vatican staff worker nearby, and again, no answer. So when my turn came, I had to use 40 seconds words of Spanish that I had memorized for the occasion. Telling His Holiness how much the Catholic Church has contributed to Taiwan and mentioning my own experience. His Holiness smiled real big as I struggled with his mother tongue. At the end, I said, "Es todo español que se habla usted inglés?" That means I have used all my Spanish. Do you speak English? His Holiness smiled again and said, "Yes, I do." I was done, and almost I want to ask, how come nobody knows you speak English? I guess His Holiness would have said, nobody ever asked me that question. Well, American aid to Taiwan back in my youth was distributed to the local people through the church in the neighborhood. And Taiwan was eventually weaned off American aid in 1965. We were able to stand on our own feet by designing an ambitious economic development strategy, import substitution plus export expansion. Since then, Taiwan has become a well-known success story. Let me give you a little background on Taiwan. Taiwan, officially known as the Republic of China, is an island of 36,000 square kilometers, excuse me, or 14,000 square miles, slightly larger than 1/3 of the state of Indiana. It has a population of 23.5 million, more than 3 times that of Indiana. In terms of land area, Taiwan ranks 143rd in the world, and for population, it ranks 53rd. Taiwan has world's 22nd largest GDP and 22nd highest per capita GDP of 47,790 on PPP, the purchasing power parity basis. Taiwan is also the 19th largest trading nation of the world and the 9th largest trading partner of the United States, ahead of countries such as India and Saudi Arabia. Taiwan also has the world's 9th largest trade surplus of $48 billion in 2015. Having witnessed Taiwan's growth into a vibrant economy and a robust democracy, I want to share with you what we have accomplished recently and my thoughts on how we may redefine Taiwan's role in Asia and the world, given the challenges and opportunities we now face. First of all, I will mention our unique geographical location. Taiwan is situated amid the world's largest economy, the United States, the second largest economy, mainland China, and the third largest economy, Japan. The upside of this situation is that the Taiwanese speak better Chinese than Americans and Japanese, better English than mainland Chinese and the Japanese, and better Japanese than mainland Chinese and Americans. My English teacher used to say in class 40 years ago, if a person speaks 3 languages, he is trilingual. If a person speaks 2 languages, he's bilingual. If he speaks only 1 language, he's an American. Well, things have changed a lot since then. Today, no monolingual person most likely is an American. The downside is that we were caught in the crosshair of great power competition between the world's most powerful state, the United States, and an emerging power, mainland China. This great power competition makes Taiwan statistically important. No wonder some say Taiwan is an unthinkable aircraft carrier, while others describe it as an immobile aircraft carrier. In the realm of international political economy, Taiwan, like its neighbors in the vicinity of mainland China, relies heavily on the mainland Chinese market for trade and investment opportunities. Since 2003, mainland China has become Taiwan's largest trading partner and the largest destination of Taiwan's own outward investment. As a consequence, in 2015, mainland China and Hong Kong combined took about 39% of Taiwan's merchandise exports. Taiwan enjoys a large trade surplus with mainland China, averaging around $70 billion. But this is larger, this is larger than Taiwan's global trade surplus, which averages about 30 billion a year. This means that the trade with mainland China is absolutely important to Taiwan. If we don't have it, Taiwan will have a very large trade deficit. So when the mainland Chinese market enriches Taiwan, Taiwan has greatly diversified its export destinations to avoid concentrating on a single market. Secondly, historical indignities still live on in memory. Let me start by outlining mainland China's collective memory. Mainland China remembers a period between the 19th century to the People's Republic's establishment in 1949 as a century of humiliation. Events like the Opium War, 1840, the British-French invasion of Beijing, 1860, the Sino-French War, 1884, the violent response of the eight-power international expedition to the Boxer Rebellion, 1900, and the Second Sino-Japanese War, 1937 to 1945, which caused the death of at least 20 million Chinese people. To name just a few, left indelible scars on the Chinese psyche. For mainland China, the need to strengthen the nation is what all of the society, elites and the general public, all agreed upon. For an illuminating contrast, the American dream is about individual freedom, while the mainland Chinese dream is about the nation's glory.
在精辟说明了台湾与梵蒂冈教廷还有教宗之间的关系之后，稍后回来，马英九将会继续说明台湾如何成为和平的缔造者与人道的援助者。欢迎观众朋友持续锁定。